Morning. It's the first day, I guess. It's around 8:30 or 9 in the morning, something like that. Just having some oatmeal, my tea out there. Trying to warm up, basically. It didn't get actually that cold last night. The sleeping bag I have is a light one, which makes it really compact, but it goes down to around -7 or 8. But it's just it was raining a lot last night, and I could actually feel at times the part of me that was laying directly pushing against the ground. I could feel that cold, hard ground sometimes. I was really surprised. But I just had a sleeveless shirt on, briefs and socks, and like overall I was warm for the most part with that. It was just parts of me that were directly touching the ground. Like I said, after a while you could actually feel how cool it was. So, and it almost got a little damp back in this corner, which is really strange because this tent is pretty heavy duty. I'm not sure if there's just a bit of like condensation or something that came up where it's a little bit on the tent there. I don't know. But I'm going to kind of change up my setup. I'm going to put another footprint under my tent, so add an extra layer, try to keep it dry. And a tarp that I have pretty good canopy cover where I put my tent, so I don't have a ton of rain coming on my tent. Plus, I've got the cover up top, that's fine. But I might actually put the tarp inside here and see if that just keeps things completely dry tonight. But I do wish I had a bit of a bedroll sleeping pad, even a super cheap one. I might have to go get one. I'll see you guys in a bit. I'm going to go for a hike. And welcome to Jurassic Park. You may not look it from right here, but this tree is huge. I'm going to try to do it justice and show you how huge in a sec, but these trees are massive. Just keeps going. Maps are for nerds. You know what I'm actually expecting to see more? Here, more than a bear, more than a Sasquatch, a freaking dinosaur. Seriously. There should be, I think, velociraptors somewhere just down here. I'm gonna go punch one in the face. Oh, check this out. On this leaf right here. Wild cherries. Pick them right from the little plant there. That's good. I saw these guys earlier. They didn't care about me at all. They're actually looking back right now because there's someone walking back there. Not sure if they have their dog, but they're just casually going on their way like me. They're really small too compared to the other ones. I'm actually kind of worried that they got too used to people camping here. And since everyone likes deer, they don't harm anyone. They just kind of hang out and maybe expect food. And people give it to them. Yeah, there you go. Get a couple, like meter or two maybe. But after that they'll say, nah, that's close enough. It's crazy though. Oh, that was like the worst sleep I've ever had in a while. I still have to get off the cold, hard ground. I think I might need a bit of a sleep pad. Even a light sleeping pad. Just to get elevated a bit. Anyway, I'll get back to you guys in a sec. Not the best sleep, obviously. but I set up some things kind of differently, so it helped a bit, but it's still kind of cool. I think I'm really gonna have to get a nice little bedroll. But anyway, so yesterday I hiked around a lot of the trails just in the park here, and they're absolutely gorgeous. I'm still having trouble getting over the size of the trees. They're just huge, not just like the width, but the height. Looks like they're over 200 feet at least. And like so many times I just stopped and just stood there and stared up at them thinking, you know, this is, I think, taller than the building that I worked in. But they're just beautiful, and you see it's the actual North American rainforest. Everything is very this lush green, moss covered environment, and it's just absolutely beautiful. It's like a council of trees. It's like a bunch of ents talking about who knows what. Man, these trees are so freaking huge. Okay, that's my backpack. You all saw what it looked like on me, so this is just for scale. Because this guy is a freaking behemoth. Like a leviathan of the woods. I have trouble describing it sometimes. Nice little paths to go all around. Some of them, you know, get a little narrow where you're pretty, you know, thick with the floor and everything on the side, which can make you a little nervous because it's hard to see things besides you, know what I mean? So if something just walked out, definitely catch you by surprise, and you don't want to just startle anything when you walk by it. But yeah, I made my way after doing the trails around here, came back, had some lunch. It is definitely more work having to tie your stuff up, bring it down from a food bag, take it out, tie it back up, hoist it up there. But whatever, it's fine, it's part of camping and everything. It's just a little more time consuming sometimes. But where I put it, it's not too bad. And then anyway, I made my way later to the Goldstream Falls, which is absolutely incredible. Just breathtaking in many ways. Hung out there for a bit, went right down by the falls. Really tempted to actually get in the water because I was, you know, sweating too after the hike when I got there. But just beautiful. And coming from Southern Ontario, there's literally nothing like this there at all. Absolutely nothing. And I'm still amazed that this is about, the park I'm in is about 20-ish minute, give or take, drive from Victoria. So being able to drive from Victoria to this, you know, in that time frame and just hang out here is just awesome. So like I said, nothing like that exists in Southern Ontario, where I am from. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna actually pack my bag really light today. I'm gonna do the last longer trail, which goes up to Mount Finlayson, something like that. I think it's anywhere from like 400, maybe 500 meters high, something like that. But I'm gonna pack pretty light because yesterday, after all the hiking, I think I just kind of tired or wore myself out. Basically, my lower back was very sore, and my neck was a little stiff too, and I think that's what actually contributed to the headache I had for a while. I didn't want to take a Tylenol for it, but I ended up taking one before I went to bed. But so I'm gonna pack super light today, where it's basically gonna be water, like a protein bar or two, my Game Boy, and my camera, just like the essentials of what you need. And also, you know, stuff when it comes to protection, like say from bears if they're around here. Bring the bear essentials. That's gonna be a double pun in a second. So my standard bear mace, which you need. I'm actually putting my faith in, here we go, Mr. Bear Grylls simple scout knife. Very, you know, durable though, and I like the grip on it. And then my machete, just in case. But the machete also, like an axe, no one will go in the Canadian bush without a machete or an axe. It's great for just kind of bushwhacking through stuff if you need to, but also for firewood. I had a nice fire this morning just to warm up a bit, and you know, this comes in really handy when you want to get some small kind of kindling that you can't find around here because it's kind of damp, so you just make your own from some firewood that you have. But yeah, I'm gonna go hike that mountain now, and then we'll finish off with that, I guess. Bye. I'm pretty sure I just saw some Ewoks run by, and then some stormtroopers run after them. Right over there. I don't know where they are now. There's a fork in the road. I know, right here. Split the difference. Oh shit. And I'm back in Jurassic Park. Oh, it's literally all uphill to where I want to go. It's not even that long of a hike, it's just an uphill hike. F. It should be an interesting climb. And now it's even more interesting. Not really. This shirt smells so bad right now. I may actually have to turn back like half, almost about 3/4 of the way up, because I didn't plan this properly. Out of water, sweating a ton. Plus it's further than I thought. I basically had to walk 3 kilometers just to get to this trail to climb up the hill. So I don't know. We'll see. Still a pretty nice view though in the distance. Pretty high up here. And I'm here. Finally. Oh shit. I climbed the wrong hill. I think the easiest way down is if I just tuck and roll down there. Back in a hotel room just for a bit. Basically just to relax and do a bunch of my laundry and clean up. Because I smell so bad right now. I sweat so much out there. It's insane. Anyway. That's it for now. I'll show you guys some more when I go to the next park. I don't know where that is, but you'll see when I get there. Bye.